Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV man, and today we have a topic video. I know at this point most of you already know what's going on with this Shilo Hendrix situation, but for those of you that do not know, I'm going to tell you what's going on, and then I'm going to show you a video, and then we're going to discuss. So Shilo Hendrix apparently was at a playground with her son, and to make a long story short, a confrontation basically ensued, and Shilo basically accused a 5-year-old black child that has autism, by the way, of taking items from her toddler's like diaper bag or whatever. So instead of talking to the parent or guardian that was there with that 5-year-old black child who has autism, instead of talking to them, she decides to constantly throw a racial slur his way. So yes, she said the N-word to a 5-year-old child multiple times. And a bystander was actually able to record the entire thing, and she was confidently saying it in the camera. So we're going to watch this video. You're going to hear what she says, and then we're going to have a conversation about this because I'm confused. I'm very confused, and I'll explain why. But first things first, let's watch this video.
Did you call him a nigger, a child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the word?
None of your fucking business.
It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
Alright, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Crazy, right? That is actually so insane, and that really speaks to who she is as a person, because she admitted that this was a child, and it's been reported that this child has autism, but instead of talking to the child's parents, instead of saying, hey, that's not okay, that's my bag, she decides to hurl racial slurs at a 5-year-old kid. A 5-year-old. If this was an adult, I would still obviously say that that's messed up, but the conversation would be different then, because at least that's an adult. This is a child. When children do something bad or something that they aren't supposed to do in kindergarten, in preschool, or whatever, are the teachers that are looking over said children, is their first instinct to call these children racial slurs? No. So why would you even go there? Why would you even go there? And you say, well, that's what he's acting like. That is crazy. It's a child, bro. A literal child. And what's even crazier, I know she would not appreciate someone calling her child a racial slur. But here's the part that really pisses me off, right? So she decides to post this GoFundMe, and it says, help me protect my family. Oh, wait a minute. Help you protect your family, but you so confidently looked in that camera and said, N-word, 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 calling that child an N-word. You seemed proud. You seemed vindicated. You seemed happy that you were able to look that guy or look that camera in its goddamn lens and continue to call that child an N-word. Look, if you want to be racist, I'm obviously going to think you're a piece of shit. But if you're going to be racist, at least stand on it. Do not do something like this and then ask the public for help. Like, that's fucking asinine to me. It is so crazy. And what's even crazier to me is that people have actually been donating to this chick. She has raised over $600,000 since she posted this on GoFundMe. So let me just say this. If you donate to this woman, yeah, you're indeed racist. You're racist. You are, because you are supporting a grown-ass woman calling a young black autistic kid, a 5-year-old at that, the N-word. You're okay with that. You're saying, oh, she shouldn't have any consequences for that, but she's blatantly racist. So if you donate to this woman, you are also obviously a racist. Now here is where this conversation just gets fucking weird, right? And it's stupid. It's so dumb. So a lot of people have been making this comparison with Karmelo Anthony. Do you understand why I'm confused? No, seriously, do you guys understand why I'm confused? I'm confused because race was not involved in the Karmelo and Austin Metcalf situation. You guys put race into the equation. The dad of Austin Metcalf has even admitted that this is not an issue of race. It's just an unfortunate incident. And the difference between this Shilo chick and Karmelo Anthony is that Karmelo is actually claiming self-defense in this case. He is entitled to due process. He is entitled. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop right there because a lot of you do not even like due process these days. But he is indeed entitled to due process. He is indeed entitled to a trial. And in order to make the playing field level, a GoFundMe was posted so that he can afford a decent lawyer. And please do not come into my comments saying, oh, well, they bought him a car, they bought a house. All that has already been debunked. Keep in mind, this is not even me defending Karmelo Anthony. You know why? Because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, stupid. And so therefore, if I don't know what happened, I'm not going to donate to him. He very well could have been on a violent rage and stabbed Austin Metcalf. I do not know. We are going to have to wait until the trial happens, but I can confidently say that I do not know. Therefore, I will not donate to him. It's that simple. The Shilo chick is completely different because you are openly giving money to somebody that called a child who is autistic, a black child that is autistic, the N-word openly and is proud about it. If you do that, then you are indeed racist. So the people are comparing the two, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, white people are tired of this. We are so sick of constantly getting accused of being racist, and we want to be able to say the N-word when we want. Yeah! That's the conversation that's going on right now. I'm just curious as to how some of you guys even think this is even remotely similar. You're literally comparing apples to oranges at this point. And a lot of these people online are saying they're tired of being accused of being racist, and they're so tired of this and they're so tired of that. So you're tired of being called racist. However, you decide to donate to a woman who's openly being racist to a young black autistic child. Tell me how that works. You're literally proving to everybody that you are indeed racist. Yo, it got so bad that GoFundMe had to basically mute the comments because they were filled with so much racist rhetoric. You guys are literally rewarding someone for being racist towards a black child, a 5-year-old. That's the difference here. And I just find it so crazy that people are saying, oh, we're so sick of this, man. We're so sick of being accused, and we're so sick with the blacks getting away with it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look, one of the few cases that I would give you is OJ Simpson, all right? That nigga should have been locked up. Like, let's keep it a buck. OJ should have been locked up even before the paraphernalia incident, okay? His ass should have been in jail because he killed those people. OJ most definitely killed those people. There was an enormous amount of evidence that OJ did it, all right? We're not even going to be talking about OJ. I agree with you on that one. But what about cases like Trayvon Martin? Trayvon Martin was unjustly killed by George Zimmerman, and he got off. I'm just so confused as to where this rhetoric even came from in the first place. And also, I've been seeing a lot of George Floyd comparisons too. We're so sick of it. George Floyd was a criminal, but you all are praising him. No one is praising George Floyd because he was a criminal. No one is actually praising George Floyd at all. Let me ask you guys something. Even though that someone is a criminal, do they deserve to die in that fashion by the police? That was a clear-cut example of excessive force, and it caused a man to lose his life. I don't understand how all of these comparisons are being drawn. I'm so confused here, and the conversations around this situation are so stupid. If you are donating to this woman, then yes, you are racist. You're racist. And I would have way more respect for you if you just openly said that. I would respect you way more. And that's obviously one of the reasons as to why I even have a problem with this situation in the first place. Obviously, yes, she's a racist piece of shit. but it's also she's a racist piece of shit that doesn't stand 10 toes down within her racism. You cannot call a child, a black autistic child, the N-word and then post on GoFundMe, oh, please protect my family. Oh my God, I'm so scared because of my own actions. I called him the N-word, but he was acting like one. I don't deserve this. No, I am so offended. Nah, stay in your shit, bro. You said it. Have the balls to stay in your shit. That's one of the things that really pissed me off about this situation. All right, but I had enough of the meth queen that is named Shilo Hendrix. Guys, let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree? Please do me a favor and leave me a comment down below. Also, do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Make sure that you guys join the Discord, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.